My name's Calvin Waite, and I trade Bitcoin and cryptocurrency for a living. So, as Litecoin ages, it seems to get more and more interesting, a little bit more predictable, and a little bit better of an investment. So, I just wanted to pull up Litecoin today and show you what I'm seeing in the chart. So when Litecoin was new, it kind of wore its emotions on its sleeve. It simply struggled. It came out, it just really didn't go anywhere. There were some sudden moves, but if you look at the tops, it's just this long, painful year of just going straight down. Then all of a sudden, when the market kind of sold investors that, hey, Litecoin's going to go somewhere, in a very short period of time, only a matter of a month, we just launched in a crazy high. It just went straight up. And then what happens after that euphoria? It's this slow, methodical, painful 2 years of just, here was a little rest, and then we kind of flattened a bit, and then straight down until we decide, oh, hey, Litecoin, that's a thing. And then we launched straight up. And over the course of the 2017 Bitcoin bull run, it got really, really wild. And then it's kind of started back on its normal thing. And then more excitement, enthusiasm, and then kind of gets forgotten and slowly sold off. And it kind of has just done this over and over. But in the more recent past, it kind of started off doing this kind of sell-off, but this move here is a little bit stronger. It'd be a little more reminiscent of this move or this move. It has a little bit more teeth in it, but it's still sold off even after this. But you can see how this bottom line here, this support, it really didn't just kind of continue off going down forever. And this is what makes 2020 very unique for Litecoin, because we have a situation now where we have, instead of just kind of precipitating into a point and then launching, we kind of have this precipitation to a point here, and then all of a sudden we have this flattening. And this flattening, to me, represents maturity, and it represents a change in momentum. So I think it could have been a few months ago or something, I did a video on Litecoin saying that it was finally time to buy Litecoin. The reason for that is that we had finally, so I'm on the daily chart now, we had finally come out of these red phases. I think we were starting to get into this area here. Well, Litecoin in my mind is still a buy. I like to buy coins that are at the lower end of their range, and also that are showing some support, where we're not just precipitating off into no man's land and then just emotionally coming straight up. Right now, we've established a good solid bottom at about 440,000. We did it again. So we did it here in May. We did it here in July, beginning of July. And then we started marching upward, and we created a couple of higher levels of support. This one was definitely kind of a step backwards, but because we have created this really tight consolidation where we are in the range of 400,000 to like 550,000, this range we are staying in pretty strongly. And the reason Litecoin's becoming more and more attractive is, look at the trends. Look how the 200-day moving average is kind of slowly getting down to consolidate with the other trend lines. When we started to finally consolidate here, we started showing a little bit of life. It didn't have any guts to the move, but this is when we start seeing things rally and things start to get exciting. So here we finally have our 50 crossing our 100, and the next move that we see is probably going to be a golden cross, where our 200 and our 50 are going to join. So this one is definitely on the radar, and buying a coin at the bottom of its range is a great place to pick it up, because that gives us so much upside and a limited downside. So this coin is looking very, very prime. So I'll go back to the weekly chart here, and the lowest point we ever hit was down here in like 300,000 land. To be down in 450, somewhere in here, this range is definitely near the bottom of our historical range. So any kind of action up here near the top of the range, this is like 100 and, well, let's see, what is that, 1.5 million satoshis. So there's a possibility of a 3x that, you know, so everyone's, you know, me included, I'm pretty excited thinking about the Bitcoin bull run. And when Bitcoin starts to move and the masses start looking at coins again, they look for old coins, they look for coins that have a history, that didn't just disappear and go away, and they look at coins that have some decent upside. I could see with, you know, if we could get above this like 550,000 Satoshi range right here, it would be a good, it would sell investors that were on the move. So keep a close eye on Litecoin. You know, whether you have a risk tolerance to buy near the bottom of the range like this, with, you know, I mean, it could continue. I mean, there's no rules, but when the excitement kind of flows back in and things get really exciting, this is a good entry in my opinion. And anything like, if we break above this, we're looking at a double or a triple. So something to keep in mind. Litecoin's a good coin. So we'll talk to you later. Hey, look at that. You made it through another video. If you appreciated anything I said, I would really like it if you could give me a thumbs up or subscribe to the channel. If I can grow the channel a little bit more, I'd love to start doing giveaways and make things a little bit more fun around here.